Good evening, Fantasy Goats. Welcome to DFS Friday night. With me is DFS Friday night. Playoff
Yes,
Friday.
sir.
Playoff DFS. To the right of me is your shepherd. Right below me is DFS Dan. Hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody had a good week this week. Before we get started, please bet only what you can afford to lose. Please, please, please. How you gentlemen doing tonight?
Doing pretty good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to these matchups. I
Same
didn't think
here.
this week's matchups were gonna be good, and they were better than I expected. Some of them, but this
Yeah,
week, this is where the real games begin.
exactly.
Well,
Exactly.
we're getting a repeat of week 16, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll get and almost a mirror of last year's divisional game with the
Mm-hmm.
Texans. Only now it's not the Ravens that they lost to, but it's the Chiefs. And I'm looking forward to that game. I want to see how CJ will respond in outdoor cold temperatures, lack
Yeah.
of weapons. The game after that, I mean, I don't think there's anybody that watches the game of football that believes that the Commanders could keep up with the Lions.
Oh yeah.
Nevertheless, it's the playoffs.
I
And
Mm-hmm.
do.
I freaking think it happened. Then on Sunday, holy smokes, Sunday is the
Woo!
Sunday. You will need to we have already sent the shipment of Valium over to the commissioner's house. All right, we have already stocked the supplies of all sedatives for him because that's going to be a game.
I'll
On
definitely be saying extra prayers when I'm at church Sunday morning.
So gentlemen, we do have the contest ready to go. A guaranteed prize pool of 80,000 for the Saturday and Sunday
Nice.
playoff slate.
Nice.
But before we begin, we do have a very special announcement. Goats, this one's for you, baby. Yes, we are going to close 2024 out with a bang. You can enter to win a free customizable mini helmet. This is completely free to you. Brought to you by Brainy Ballers. Visit brainyballers.com. Again, it's fully customizable mini helmet. You have your logo, any logo that you want included. So many different options to choose from and colors, different styles that you may want to choose from, and all finishes. All you got to do, goats, all you have to do, like the video, subscribe if you haven't already to the Fantasy Goats YouTube channel, and drop the comment into the video section of the comments that you are subbed. Pound subbed. Hashtag subbed. We will draw the winners at a pre-game Super Bowl live stream. So that's going to be in a few weeks. So we're going to run this contest through to Sunday of Super Bowl. Again, this is brought to you by Brady Ballers and the Fantasy Goats. All right, gentlemen.
That's pretty cool.
That's
That's pretty cool.
Hey, he does some really cool stuff.
Yeah.
You get the finishes. Whether you want it nice and smooth or whether you like it like like a little like what do you call it? Like stones. They're like stones, but they're not stones, obviously.
Like the little
Yeah,
ridges. and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, all different types that you could do and choose from. So yeah,
That's cool.
and plus he's a really cool dude. So
Yeah.
what better way, to offer something to all of our goats and to partner with somebody who's just as good of a dude. Alrighty,
Agreed.
fellas, start your engines.
Let's go.
Let's
We're
do it.
going.
The ship
We're
is
going.
the ship is
We're going.
yours.
We're going to go big. Go
Absolutely.
Henry first.
Yeah, it's 4 games. Might as well go super top heavy and then figure out the rest of the roster after. I mean, so who do you think is more likely to have like an explosion game? You think it's Saquon or you think it's Derrick Henry?
I think it's Derrick Henry.
Hmm. Yeah, I think Henry has the better matchup for sure.
I think the Rams Rams knew what they were doing wrong because they said it in the post game that they weren't covering their gaps. They were missing people. And Omar Speaks, number 48, was in his fourth game, so he was kind of just feeling his way around. So I think though they're going to hyper. They're going to hyper. I can't think of the word. They're going to
hyperfixate on
Saquon.
Hyperfixate.
Yeah. Thank you. No problem. On Saquon Barkley and let Hurts beat them.
Yeah,
especially it's going to be. I don't know. They're saying it's supposed to be snow.
It's supposed to be snowing. Yeah.
It's going to be really cold.
Yeah.
We, even if it doesn't snow again, I mean,
but that's advantage Saquon
in that area, so pretty much.
Yeah.
You think so? You would, and again, it's not like these dudes, are I would think for the most part conditioned for really cold weather. Yeah, I think that goes more to the ground game, in favor of the ground game. But it goes right back to your original question, AB, right? Which one of the two could we see having one of those like top flight performances, one of those like big boy standout? I mean, you're talking about the two best running backs in the game this season, more or less, for just, again, just for sure football purposes, these two, it's tough.
Yes,
Gibbs doesn't have a bad matchup either, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say that some of the top backs in the league are in these 4 games.
Yeah, well, especially scoring backs, because Kyren Williams is top 5 scoring backs.
Exactly right. Yeah, it's like there's some really good backs. And the only thing about Gibbs, though, is I know that because David Montgomery is back, Gibbs is not going to handle 28, 30 touches this week.
All right. Yeah, but I'm good with Derrick Henry.
Yeah, I'm good with Derrick Henry, too. Yeah. I think he has the most favorable matchup. I was watching a video where Dan Orlovsky was pointing out some of the formations and some of the ways that, like, Baltimore imposes their will on the ground. And on first and second down, I believe, they have a formation where they have 6 linemen, they have 2 tight ends, and then they have Patrick Ricard as the fullback. So, like, they average like 250 pounds a player.
Damn.
In that, well, taking out Lamar, of course, but they average like 250 pounds a piece for every player that's in that lineup.
A lot of teams will call it like a heavy package, right? This is like that is like heavy package.
Right, yeah.
All right.
What they do schematically, like
it's incredible. Perfect pairing.
He has, I'm pretty sure he has the most yards before contact.
Yeah.
So he's getting like 4 yards, 5 yards, close to 5 yards before somebody put like an arm on him. So
and plus he can break one off like that too. It's out of the blue, man.
Well, that's the whole thing, right? So he's already
usually maybe after probably like in the third and fourth quarters, he's breaking off those long runs too, because the defense players are beat the hell up, man.
Right.
And
the Bills aren't really that strong in their run defense too, so like that kind of works, and definitely works in his favor.
Yeah. All right. So go wide receiver.
Yeah, we'll go wide receiver.
Or quarterback.
Oh, I mean, there's only one quarterback I like this weekend. Honestly, there's only one quarterback I trust.
Stroud.
No, Josh Allen. Yeah, I don't trust CJ Stroud could get some garbage time yardage though.
So okay. So if you do Josh Allen, are we gonna stack somebody with Allen? Maybe flex?
It's kind of dangerous to stack anybody with Josh Allen because you don't know.
All right.
I mean, if we were gonna go for a stack I really like is Jaden Daniels and Terry.
Okay, that's exactly the same thing I was thinking.
Yeah,
I woke up at 3:00 this morning thinking about that for some damn reason. then I couldn't go back to sleep. It's like I got DFS in my mind.
You got DFS on the brain, absolutely.
And then Daniels, they're playing inside. Right.
Yeah, they're playing in Detroit. The weather is good. Their defensive backfield is a little banged up. So, they're going to need to take some shots because they're going to have to score points if they want to stay close to Detroit.
So should we do the Daniels and McDaniel stack then?
Yeah,
Or
we can do Daniels and Terry.
What do you say, Steve?
I think it's going to be a tough day at the office for Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
I do. I mean, if he could get to if he could get to 250 and maybe throw 2 touchdowns, I'd say it's a success.
But he won't need to necessarily throw for 250 though. He can get 250 all purpose.
Yeah.
Okay, well, 250 all purpose. Again, I think it'll be a tough day at the office unless he completely amazes and shocks a lot of people that aren't necessarily doubting him. But I think this is just like a really tall order to fill in this type of game, in this situation. I know the price is a lot different. In terms of going with Josh Allen, which I feel better with.
Do you feel better with Lamar than Josh Allen? Because they both have running.
I feel safer with Josh Allen.
Okay, I'll stick with this too. Let's do Josh Allen.
So here's what we could do. We could do like a mild stack where like we take Josh, we take Terry as our wide receiver 1, and then we find a value with a Bills wide receiver.
All right.
We'll like see if like Shakir's price is pretty decent. We can put him on there.
So we're gonna go with Josh. And so now you want to start searching for his wide receiver. You want to take a look at Khalil?
Take a look at the
do that.
All right, so Terry's right there, 76. Zay Flowers.
And I imagine
6,100 for Shakir,
which is more than Amari Cooper, and then it goes down from that Keon Coleman. But that goes to what AB's point is and what we already know. I mean, like, who knows who the hell's gonna get the ball from him?
Right.
Who knows? It'll be
Dalton Kincaid.
It'll be Dalton Kincaid this week, or Dawson Knox. Yeah, absolutely.
Or it could be what's his name? The guy who likes to walk around with no shoes.
Matt Collins.
Yeah, it could be Matt Collins. Yeah, you just never know.
Of course it can.
One play that I really love that I think is going to be heavily involved this weekend is Xavier Worthy.
I like that.
Yeah.
I think so too. He's averaging 7 targets a game towards the end of the season. His trajectory was kind of like Rashid Rice last year. It was slow and then started building.
Right.
And I remember, and plus they do wide receiver screens and jet sweeps for them too. And he can break one off, man.
And I remember in the beginning of the season, one of the popular plays for him was the under for his receptions, and it was set at like 3.5 for like 9 weeks because it took him some time for him to get involved. But recently, it's like he's getting 3, 4, 5 catches a game. Like you said, he's being used in gadget plays and end arounds and stuff like that. So
all right. So you put him in the flex? Or put him at second wide.
I could put him at wide receiver 2.
All right.
Yeah. 2 or 3 because we have 3 wide receivers there.
Smiler approved. So who is it, gentlemen?
Xavier Worthy.
For wide receiver 2.
Who's wide receiver 1?
Who's wide receiver 1? Yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna say.
McDaniels? I mean, not Scary Terry.
McLaurin is the wide receiver 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think? Or
what's the price?
What do I think? I think, like, honestly, again, it's going to be a tough day at the office. We know he's the wide receiver 1. We know he's the one that gets uber targeted, but that's not really like uber either.
Right.
That's just not a lot of targets.
What about Monte Brown then?
What about him?
What's his price?
Brown? What could Brown do for you? Well, Hollywood is it?
I think he's near the top. Amon-Ra.
Oh, Amon-Ra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought. Well,
Not
there's
Hollywood.
we just went through 3 different Browns before him.
We did.
Did we not?
We did.
I just read
Yeah.
Hollywood Brown. I'm thinking like maybe what is he thinking Noah Brown? Like there were like several Browns. I'm sorry. Amon-Ra is right up at the top
8,700.
He's the top wide receiver.
in the highest scoring game,
Right.
or the implied total, I should say.
Right. The highest implied total, yeah.
Right is 55 and a half.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
I thought
again,
it was going to be somewhere around 52.
it's not as though the Commanders aren't going to score. They'll
Right.
put up their requisite 21 to 24, but the lines will just like continue to score after that. You know, that's the trouble in terms of betting the game or playing anything other than the lines in the game. But again, for
What-
DFS
What about
purposes,
Nico Collins, you guys?
I think Nico Collins is going to get doubled.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's going to get. I think he's going to get the old Belichick treatment. He's going to get doubled by 2 corners, and they're going to put McDuffie on whoever they present as the wide receiver 2, and then they're going to Joe Mixon is already banged up, so they're going to force Stroud to throw to his tight ends, throw underneath routes. Is not really much else is going to be available. So like I don't trust Nico Collins in this matchup, but it is possible though that he gets a couple of chunk plays, couple of jump balls, and he makes some things happen. But I definitely don't trust him though.
What about we trust AJ Brown again, or do you think he'll be busy on the bench reading his book?
That was hilarious. That book is the number 1 seller on Amazon.
No,
now.
it went up 53%.
Insane.
You ought to be reading a book on how to gain speed,
Right.
how to get faster as I'm getting older.
So, and that was also another reason why I really like Terry was because the Commanders are going to be chasing points. Mm-hmm. So it's like, regardless of how you look at it, it's not going to be a situation where like the Commanders are going to be ahead so much. They're going to be running the ball. And even if they do try to run the ball, they're facing a strong Lions run defense. So like, and I know the Lions aren't the type of team to park the bus either. They're more like, we'll throw 4 or 5 trick plays at you when we're up 30 rather than just try and milk the clock.
And plus Lions defense is the bottom 10.
In pass defense, yeah. Yeah, so I like the Terry play, and I feel like Jaden Daniels, he trusts Terry. He'll throw it up to him and let him make a play on the ball. And Terry is talented enough to make a few plays.
All right. I mean, we might as well go if we're gonna go with a game that has the highest implied total on the board. We might as well pluck players out of that game.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
We got Josh, Henry.
That's going to push by about $4,800. $4,800 for
55.
Yeah. Oh, you already have Terry in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Terry's in there. So then we should move to defense next.
Yeah, defense. Let's see.
All right. Well, not many to choose from here, obviously. I'd go with the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Go with the Chiefs.
That's the best one, yeah.
I think that's not just the best one, but the safest one.
The safest one, right? Yeah.
Okay.
At least, I mean, that's the way that's the way I'm looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, as good as the Ravens,
And they're healthy. They're back healthy too.
As good as the Ravens front 7 is, I mean, and how improved their secondary is, we still expect the Bills to be able to score on them. We do.
Yeah.
And vice versa. I mean, it'll be a good defensive game with good defensive stops, but not a lot of turnovers.
No.
That's what we want, right? We're going to want some turnovers here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that KC game is going to produce some turnovers.
Well, like 9 sacks and 2 interceptions and fumble recovery for a touchdown.
We're gonna want some turnovers here. The other place I can see.
Stroud will throw interceptions, so
Right.
I'm good with Kansas City.
The other place I could possibly see some turnovers would be Detroit, but
yeah,
let's stick with the Chiefs.
So I trust Kansas City's defense more than I trust Detroit.
So do I.
All right, let's go flex now, or tight end.
I think we should go tight end. Try and find some value there before we start the dart throws.
What about Dalton Schultz? You were just saying that he's going to be peppered probably.
Yeah, it's going to be a pass funnel over there.
Zach Ertz. Let's see.
I like Goddard a lot.
Do you?
Yeah. I feel like it's more likely that Hurts will throw to the tight ends than he'll throw to the wide receivers. Especially in a snow game.
I agree. I know how the Rams defense is. They can't cover freaking tight ends or running backs out of the backfield worth of shit. So,
You want to go Goddard?
I'm good with that. What about you, Sig?
I don't like it for 2 in a row, but
slim pickings. No, Goddard is who we chose last week.
Yeah.
No,
we had Ertz last week.
No, but I don't see Goddard scoring 2 in a row.
Oh, scoring 2 in a row. Oh yeah. I mean,
that's what I meant. I don't see him scoring.
Okay.
So who do you like, Sig?
I'd go with Mark. I'd go with the Ravens. A capable, dependable, veteran tight end in this situation.
I read somewhere the other day that Mark Andrews only has 1 touchdown against the Bills.
Yeah, it's not good. But even if Zay Flowers does return, I mean, I think Lamar, they're gonna need a passing option in the game. It can't just all be Derrick Henry.
But they have Likely, they have Bateman, they have Hill coming out of the backfield.
Andrews. Look, let me put it this way: if we're gonna do Goddard for 6,100, I think we're getting a slight better value with Mark Andrews.
All right, so Mark Andrews.
That's just me. It's your lineup.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
What about Isaiah Likely?
51.
Higbee's not a bad play either.
Is he healthy? I thought he exited last game.
Yeah, he got a chest contusion.
Yeah,
he's spitting up blood.
Yeah, I don't think he's healthy.
He's playing.
I don't think he's healthy. I don't think he's healthy either. But that doesn't mean that
he's healthy enough to play football.
He'll probably play based on. I mean, again, it's could be that last game of the year.
I'm good with Andrews.
Yeah, I'm good with Andrews.
All right.
All right. Now what are we looking at? Probably about 5,900. Where are we at here? 57.
1 running back, 1 wide receiver, and the flex.
All right. Should we go flex and do a dart throw?
Flex is gonna have to be. We don't have many other options. We can't really choose any.
What about it's good.
How much do we have as an average?
Yeah.
57.
So we might. What's Montgomery's price?
The Monty.
Yeah, probably lowered because he's coming off an injury.
Correct me if I'm wrong. This seems very similar. Now, seems similar to last year with Monty. Now, I don't think he was coming off of an injury. Maybe he was. I'd have to double check, but he didn't. He didn't have a very good playoff, if I'm not mistaken.
Last year,
That doesn't necessarily mean that he doesn't come off of this injury hiatus and absolutely have a Monty game. But I don't know. Like, I kind of feel like the Lions are already looking ahead. I kind of feel that way, and I kind of feel like they'll kind of want to perhaps preserve Monty for like a game that they're really going to need like a two-headed horse committee.
If we're gonna do a dart throw, what about Brian Robinson Jr. or Eckler?
I like Eckler.
Eckler, I think, would be the play for the dart throw. Again, you want to talk the crafty veteran.
Pass catching running back.
Pass catching running back. He was asked to produce last week, and he came through.
Yeah.
And Brian Robinson Jr. ain't it.
Yeah, no. Unfortunately.
He is not it.
Washington will be drafting another running back this year.
Rhino, bookmark that for the NFC East. Brian Robinson Jr. ain't it, unfortunately.
Unfortunately is right.
So let's go find Austin.
Yeah, stack him at the RB2.
This that's ridiculous to me.
6,000,
Yeah.
5,500.
I think I'd rather do Kareem Hunt than Brian Robinson Jr.
And Ghost be looking for
Kareem the Dream.
Drop here pretty quickly with our preview of NFC South, what we like fantasy wise. We'll be dropping next week, so
nice.
Keep notifications on so you can check it out.
Wait, you guys are doing what players you like from the NFC South?
One key takeaway.
Oh, okay.
From this past season that we're going to,
from each team,
for lack of a better word, parlay into 2025.
Right.
We had fun with the Saints.
I bet. Good Lord, that division is a disaster. Like I lost my parlay because the Falcons couldn't get out of their own way the last 2 weeks of the season.
Yeah,
insane.
Yeah. All right, so we have Eckler. We've got Eckler in the flex or the second running back.
RB2, yeah.
RB2, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we still have flex and
another wide receiver. Okay.
800.
Mm-hmm. So we go to wide receivers. Let's see.
Lightning strike twice with Johnson, Tyrone Johnson.
No. That was a lucky call. That was a coin flip.
That's a tough ask again.
All right, so we're going receiver then. Yeah, Hopkins at 58. We have.
Okay, so I heard something interesting with DeAndre Hopkins. Perhaps one of you gentlemen could confirm this or deny it, confirm it more or less. So part of the agreement, the trade with Tennessee, was that the Kansas City Chiefs were only DeAndre Hopkins could only have a certain amount of snaps, a certain amount of plays. If he were to exceed that number, Kansas City then has to compensate the Titans for it.
Oh, okay.
So they may have held DeAndre Hopkins down a bit during the season. Therefore, the Chiefs wouldn't have to send some sort of compensation back over to Tennessee. Now, I don't know if it's draft compensation, but something in return if they were to have played DeAndre Hopkins the way they maybe perhaps wanted to play him. Now that the regular season, season's over, he may have full reign.
Right.
He may be able to stay on the field a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think it would have to be draft compensation. I don't think that they would do anything with like money or anything like that.
Well,
because it's the same thing that happened with Fields and the Bears. Like that was the reason. That was part of the reason why the Steelers benched him.
even
Right.
even if it was draft compensation, he didn't hit that mark, or
Right,
the
of
Chiefs
course.
made
Yeah,
sure
not
that
even
he
close.
wasn't going to hit that mark.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Therefore, now they don't really have to worry about that. They could play him accordingly. So again, that's something perhaps we want to consider. He could very well be on the field more now,
That's
or
true.
should be on the
I
field
like
more.
Hopkins. I like.
So we're gonna do Hopkins and Worthy. I don't mind that. Yeah, I don't mind that. If there's any offense where you can get production from multiple wide receivers, it would have to be this Chiefs offense.
Hey,
So
I think
I'm doing my show, my podcast.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
I don't know if you want me to grab the girls' dinner while I bring.
No, I'll take him out.
Oh, okay.
Alrighty.
Just wanted to make
Let's
sure.
get to
Yeah, I think I'll take him out, and then we'll take him. We'll go back to your house. That way they're have something to do in their own. Just sleep
Is
good.
there a way for me to mute?
Knowing they're going to
that's what I was
the
looking for.
monster truck races.
Can I mute the Rhino? I don't think I can mute the Rhino.
There you go.
You were able to do it?
He muted it. He heard
He
us.
did. Oh, all right.
Yeah.
All righty. Now that we've got the kids' plans out of the way and the food arrangements and and all that, this is a family show for all
right.
the goats. All
Gotta
right.
take care of the kids.
I swear I thought I hit freaking mute, so I must have unhit it after I hit it. Sorry about
you
that.
turned off the camera, but you left the mic on.
No, but I thought I turned it off. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no, we're good.
My bad.
It's fine.
It's all good.
We're a family show.
But yeah, so we went with Hopkins as our last wide receiver.
Well, now we're looking at what 5,600 for.
It's a good amount.
Yeah, 58.
A decent
Because
amount
Hopkins
of
was cheap.
flex.
Mm-hmm. So we can look at the flex and see where we can get. We can get a little creative.
There's Kareem.
Yeah, right. Pacheco. So I've been seeing some people, like some sharp people online. They're very high on Pacheco for this week, but I'm not really sure why they're so high on Pacheco.
Right. Me
Like
neither.
he's hurt. He got injured last week and he didn't play for much of the game. And Houston is really good in run defense. Like that's Houston's strength
Right.
on defense is their defensive front and their run defense.
Much like the situation with the Lions and David Montgomery. I don't think Pacheco, to your point, is just all of a sudden miraculously 100% healthy because he's been off the last 2 weeks. I don't think 2 weeks is a good amount of a duration to just get all of a sudden fully healthy. He's going to play, yes, we know that, but I don't think he's fully healthy. A. B, if they're going to run the dude into the ground, it's not going to be for this. It's not going to be in this game. You might as well hold him back still a little bit. That's correct. You might as well. You don't need him for this game.
Right.
As crazy as that sounds, right?
Yeah, they don't. Yeah. It's the DeAndre Hopkins thing all over again. Like, yeah, you traded for Hopkins, but you don't need him, and you still ended up 15-2.
You've got the pieces in place already, and they do not include Isaiah Pacheco to win this ball game.
Right.
So yeah, I'm with you there, and yeah, I did hear some of that. Industry wide, yeah, Pacheco the overs, yeah. So maybe he'll go over 40. Maybe he'll crush 36 yards.
Right. Yeah.
Fantastic. Look, why do you think it's set so damn low?
It's at 36. Right. Yeah.
It's low for a reason.
Right.
Nevertheless, now let me ask you this, because I was thinking about this prior to our show.
Okay.
Would this be the opportunity or a circumstance where we would want to perhaps play a second tight end? Now, you know how I feel about that.
You hate that.
I don't like playing another tight end, the second tight end in the flex, unless, of course, the circumstances would be you have a very deep roster and your bench is ravaged with injuries, and rather go pick up wide receiver 50, you might as well go pick up tight end 13.
Yeah.
Right.
But does this situation kind of mirror that? Now, we do have a lot of all-stars, very top-heavy Pro Bowlers. And then we've got Zacchaeus, and we've got Ray Davis, and we've got, I mean,
But I think because of the prices, I think that those guys offer better value than trying to get another tight end. Because any tight end that you would get around that 5,800 price that we've got to work with would essentially be like a Dalton Kincaid or a Zach Ertz, where it's like, it's like super dart throws. If that's the case, I'd rather risk it on a RB2, or I'd rather risk it on a wide receiver 2 or wide receiver 3.
All right. Yeah, look, I'm on board with that because again, it would be me technically going against my own game theory. It's my own philosophy of fantasy. Like the position is just totally unpredictable. To your point, like why are we going to roll out Dawson Knox or Dalton Kincaid when we could maybe get the Keon Coleman?
I think that next week would be a better opportunity because it'll be more condensed, and then that way maybe the tight ends will offer more value than.
But we're running out of players also.
Exactly.
All right.
So gentlemen, I mean, here they are. Here's Olamide, Zacchaeus, Justice Hill. I mean, Justice Hill. I don't.
Didn't Olamide Zacchaeus play for the Lions too?
Did he?
No, he played for Atlanta.
He probably played in a bunch of.
He played for played for Atlanta.
So is this a revenge game? No, it's not. See now, if last week did the Ravens use Justice Hill last week?
But we already have Andrews and
Henry
going.
And we also have 51.5 total. But again, I don't think that game. I don't know if they're gonna hit 51.5 either.
No.
Who? Oh, Ravens and Bills.
I don't know if they're gonna. I really don't know if they're gonna hit that. I think it'll be close, but even in like 0-degree weather, which is what it's supposed to be in Buffalo, I think these dudes, both teams, should be able to handle that. I think Justice Hill might get some run. What do you guys think about Justice Hill? I know we have King. I know we have the King. So I mean that's a tough call.
So if we do that, then we maybe change tight ends, because right now we have the King, and then we have Mark Andrews, and then Justice Hill.
Why would we change tight ends? Why wouldn't we change? Why wouldn't we change the King?
That's true.
Why wouldn't we? Or we leave the King. We leave the King and we don't do Justice Hill.
Right.
Yeah, I don't see us really. I don't think we should be doing the running back by committee for DFS. Again, that's just me.
What about something like DeMarcus Robinson for the Rams?
I mean, that's a nice Hail Mary throw.
Damn. Oh,
yeah, he's got to be all the way at the bottom. Yeah.
Oh, it's Deontay Johnson.
What a sad situation.
All right.
Damn.
So they signed him just so they can get a comp pick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
smart.
It's good. It's a good football move. Yeah. In terms of good football operations move, I should say.
Right.
But maybe Gainwell be a better dart throw than DeMarcus Robinson.
Gainwell, I mean, I don't know. Not unless something happens to Saquon, because Saquon gets all of the targets and all the work.
I honestly, for a flex, I mean, let's try to hit the bullseye with one of the Bills' wide receivers.
Okay.
Yeah, why not? Let's give it a shot.
Cooper. I'm giving them. I like Amari Cooper.
Do we have money for Amari?
Right, that's the question.
Yeah, there's Curtis with his 5,000. He could stay there with 5,000.
Ty Johnson at 52.
Keon at 53.
Keon at 53, yeah.
Yep.
Amari at 55, yeah.
Which saves us 300. With 300 left over, I should say.
Left over, yeah.
I like Amari.
You
Yeah, I
feel
like
it?
Amari too.
Are you feeling it? I'm kind of feeling it. I don't know. I talked myself into it. I think I talked myself into Amari. That's Amari Cooper.
All right.
Smashing.
Yeah, that's definitely the definition of a dart throw. Because
Now
he could either have an explosive day or have one of those days where he has 3 catches.
I
Now,
mean,
should we
come
see if
on,
we
Amari.
upgrade
This,
that running back 2 or Xavier Worthy maybe, or just keep it where we're at? Is there any place we could upgrade, do you think?
no,
I mean, we could try and upgrade at where Xavier Worthy is. Maybe we could find another wide receiver that's in a different game with a little bit more upside. Or
Yeah.
how about this? How much is a guy like Jamison Williams?
6,700.
And 66 with Xavier Worthy taken out.
that's
Yeah.
tough. That's tough.
That's
Oh,
brutal.
man.
So
It's
now
like dangling a carrot. Oh,
that is tough.
Right.
I could just like I talked ourselves into Amari Cooper, we could probably talk ourselves out of Amari Cooper. go with a little bit cheaper wide receiver in
go
Buffalo,
with Keon Coleman.
and
Yeah.
Okay,
And take Jamison Williams. Yeah.
because he does target Coleman, especially deep balls.
Yeah. Deep balls and jump balls.
man, I hope Amari Cooper doesn't have a big game.
That
gonna happen.
would hurt. Yeah, right. That would hurt.
It's gonna happen though, right?
Okay. Well, hold on now. Now, do you trust Amari Cooper more? Or do you trust DeAndre Hopkins? Maybe switch that one out and leave Amari Cooper.
Do I trust Amari Cooper more or less than I would DeAndre Hopkins?
Good question.
There's less mouths to feed with Buffalo.
I think I trust Amari Cooper over DeAndre Hopkins in this situation.
Okay, so when we
It's
play,
based on pass volume alone, just based on pass volume.
so if we did that, then we can pick up Jamison Williams.
Swap out Hopkins.
Yeah.
Is that what you want to do?
Mm-hmm.
Swap out Hopkins.
For Jamison Williams.
Jamison Williams is now in.
Went to the other wide receiver spot. Yeah. And then we have one more wide receiver spot. How much money do we have left over?
57.
5,700.
We might go get Keon Coleman.
Right.
If we already have it. We already have the.
We already
have Amari. Yeah.
Okay. Now, it's like we kind of just like switched off.
Right.
Now we're about. Yeah, we're 100 shy now.
Yeah, it's still the same thing. It was 100 shy of Jamison Williams.
It's basically the same thing.
Damn.
Yeah.
But De'Ami Brown.
Yeah, we already have Terry.
That's right, we do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave this one up to you guys. I'm gonna remove myself out of this decision making.
So we're in the flex, right, or wide receiver?
Third wide receiver.
Okay.
Starts right here with John Mechie.
Mm-hmm.
John Mechie.
Now with Nico Collins being doubled,
Mm-hmm.
do you think John Mechie will eat?
Well, John Mechie will probably get Trent McDuffie on him. Yeah, they're gonna put Jalen Watson and some safety help on Nico because Jalen Watson is the taller corner out of the two of them, and then they're gonna put Trent McDuffie on the other side, and he's probably gonna be across from John Mechie
He's
because John
not.
Mechie is a smaller, shiftier back. I'm a shiftier wide receiver.
He's also not very good.
Yeah.
He's not very good. So I mean, yeah, he's on the team. He's thrust into playing based on, we all know, injury. So I mean, I know he's got a history in terms of other reasons why he hasn't played, but still, I mean,
All right, shoot.
We're a little stuck here.
Yeah,
Who's in our flex spot right now?
it is.
Is it a running back or a wide receiver?
it's Amari.
Amari.
It's Amari Cooper. Okay, so then move Amari to wide receiver 3.
And what does this do? How does this change things? Just because
It expands the selection for the flex because then we're not limited to wide receiver.
That's okay. Gotcha.
All right.
And then now we can just go into the flex and maybe there's a running back with some value.
There's Isaiah, a couple of tight ends. We already have Austin. Justice
Hill, yeah.
Justice League. There's Ty. Could Ty do 2 in a row? There's Isaiah.
Yeah, I doubt it. But honestly, out of all the names that are there, like I wouldn't mind
57.
having Justice Hill, Derrick Henry lineup.
All right,
Yeah.
I like that.
Because everything else is pretty much a dart throw, but we at least know that Justice Hill is going to be in for every passing situation and the 2-minute situations too.
Right.
Maybe they both have good games.
Right, it's possible. Yeah.
Look,
We're back at having $300 left over.
Yeah, still. Yeah.
this is going to conclude
Yes.
the divisional round DFS Fanduel lineup. That's what that's going to do.
Yep, that's it.
We will submit this. We will submit this to the fantasy gods. Something did not go wrong.
Mhm.
You know that the location is good. And that's a wraps. That's a wraps, folks.
Yeah. All right. Be watching these games, freaking glued to TV, looking at my phone.
What?
Remembering who
Absolutely.
we picked. Like last week, man.
Hey,
I tell my friend who we're rooting for. He's like, but
Right.
football was over. I go, yeah, but this is for money, dude. This is for money.
Right? Do you guys who do you guys have for your game picks?
I have Texas upsetting Kansas City. I have
Oh, wow.
Detroit.
Oh
I have
wow.
Detroit. I have the Rams, and then I have the Bills.
You think the Texans are gonna upset Kansas City?
Why not?
Well, because they're the much better team. And I
So,
think that
their
the Texans
team
would be
lose
the
me.
perfect. Did you know, right, that Mahomes and KC have won like 6 or 7 of these conference games, and Houston is like 0 for 5?
Maybe they're due then.
It's
Not
possible. It would definitely take a lot, but I don't
I know
think
it
so.
needs the perfect storm, but why not? Why not?
I don't know. I feel like it's too tall of a mountain to
they're,
climb.
they're not in the same class.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something.
I'm still sticking. We're not
Something.
on X. You can't keep on going back and forth with me, brother. until I'm tapping out.
Something would have to
that's-
happen to like Pat Mahomes,
Right.
Like something like really bad, unfortunately, and then even then even in that circumstance, we've seen their backup come in and win playoff games. It's crazy. They are so battle tested.
Sticking to it.
They are so battle tested that this is like a fly on the elephant to them.
Right. And I'm assuming you're picking the Rams for Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think the Rams could pull that one off too.
I think they have a better shot than the Texans. Absolutely.
I think the Rams could pull that one off.
I think they have a much better shot than the Texans do, but I would still take Philly in a really, really close game. And then the other two, it's the Lions. The Commanders just they don't have enough fire.
I don't think it's going to be a blowout like you're thinking. I think it's going to be a close game.
Which one?
The Commanders and Lions.
No,
it's possible.
You know what? I mean, don't get me wrong. Everything is possible regarding each of these games. Mm-hmm. Even including the Texans, obviously, like a shockwave throughout the football world. Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, like something will have to take place with the Commanders to like absolutely play out of their minds. They would have to cause the Lions to cough the ball over, give the Commanders extra possessions. You're going to have to develop a really good running game as well to just continuously move the ball so Jaden Daniels just doesn't have it all the time.
Yeah, they're going to have to steal a possession or two.
Jaden Daniels is just
special teams comes in. Special teams is a huge factor, so we should expect, whether it be the Lions, maybe the Commanders, kind of pulling the wool over their opponent's eyes, giving them a dose of their own medicine. Special teams is a factor. Lions, Rams. I mean, Rams, Eagles. Yeah, I mean, like, look, I think it's possible. It's definitely possible if the Rams continue to play this defense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you continue to play this defense, you're gonna give all your attention. You're gonna have to give all your attention to Saquon, and let the back half, four,
contain Hurst a little bit as much as you possibly can and run.
Where I think the Rams have an advantage is on offense because I feel like Philly lost Nakobe Dean for the season, and I think that's a really big deal in the middle.
See, that's where I differ. Because that's why it took me a little bit to think about it. I don't see the Rams being able to score a lot of points in this game either. The Eagles' defense is pretty filthy, and the Rams are kind of just like two-dimensional right now. They really are.
That we know of.
I mean, but that still goes to the point though, where it's like
that with a straight face.
Their defense was really good. Their defense was really good, but once they lost, like Darius Slay is banged up, they lost Nakobe Dean, and like the backup, like last week, the Eagles defense didn't really look quite the same after those guys went down.
Yeah,
like they gave up a couple chunk plays, and I think that the Rams could possibly play keep away on offense and run the clock or like milk it a little bit or have some runs and let Kyron take over and keep Saquon on the sidelines.
This is probably too high of a number. That's too high because the Rams I could see them upsetting it. I really can. It's going to come down to that defense in my mind, and from where I'm sitting, my eyes, it would be the Rams defense to just completely shut down the Eagles. Mm-hmm. And what game? Oh my God, the marquee heavyweight battle in Orchard Park, +1.5. The home dog, dog getting 1.5.
Yep.
51.5. So Vegas actually thinks the Ravens are better than the Bills, where you've got two quarterbacks that are pretty much neck and neck as far as I'm concerned. You've got the better running back in Baltimore. You have the better running back in Baltimore, but you take those two versus Buffalo's run game, like all of them combined.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but then Lamar can run. This is a crazy game.
It's gonna be a great game.
It's a crazy game.
I think that they're putting the value on Josh Allen. Like I think that that point, they think that Josh Allen is going to be able to make up the difference in that point and ultimately get them the victory.
Rightfully so.
Yeah.
Rightfully so. The way the Ravens have adjusted their defense really for weeks now. So it's not like this is just brand new. Like they've really made that adjustment in the secondary, like probably like week 10, week 11, week 12, somewhere along those in that area of the calendar. And they've been playing much better. Now that's not to say that they're gonna give up points in this game.
Mm-hmm.
This is a coin toss. This is a coin toss for me. I would prefer to see the Bills. I could see the Ravens. This is complete coin toss.
If the Ravens win this game, the Chiefs are three-peating.
So yeah, again, this is a coin toss.
That's the Texans first.
The Chiefs. This guy. Not only does the Rhino, not only is he calling the Texans, but then he's calling another upset in Philly on top of it. So 2 upsets.
You got 2 upsets this weekend.
I mean, I
kind of like Washington too, actually, but I can't do that.
It's going to be the line. Here are my picks for
all the plus spreads, Ron.
For all the goats, it's definitely the Lions, no questions asked. It's definitely the Chiefs, no questions asked. It could be the Eagles by a field goal, but I could definitely see the Rams winning this game.
And Jake Elliott has been screwing up field goals too.
By a field goal. This game will be a field goal. And I can't call the game for the Bills.
6.5 is too much.
My chest, Bills. My head, I don't know, Ravens. It doesn't, man, and then swap that.
Yeah.
All right, why don't we read our giveaway one more time? We're going to run this all the way through to the Super Bowl, goats. All the way through the Super Bowl. We are giving away a free, fully customizable mini helmet compliments of Brainy Ballers. Go visit BrainyBallers.com. You could build your mini helmet in so many different ways. So many different colors, so many different styles, so many different types of finishes. All you have to do is subscribe to the Fantasy Goats YouTube channel. That would be us. That's what you're watching right now. And put that into the comment section of the video, like pound, subbed, you are entered. We will draw pregame Super Bowl. All right, gentlemen. Nice stuff. Great stuff. As always. We'll be back. Either Sunday night. We'll be back Monday night to recap the divisional round.
I'll be smiling.
And then we'll keep you guys abreast and updated on all the content that's in the pipes.
Yep.
Was it the pipeline, not the smoking pipe, but the pipeline?
The pipeline, yeah.
The pipeline. All right, guys. Have a great evening. Rhino, take us home.
All right, man. Hey, be a difference, make a difference, man. Not only yourself, but in other people too. That's what the world needs. That's what we need. Just be good humans and peace out, man.
Yeah. Godspeed.
Godspeed.
Go Texans.